Hi guys, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really flaky pie crust that everybody raves about, and so I'm hoping that it works out for you too. Okay, to get started, 5 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay, now we're adding 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, now I'm adding 1 pound of lard. We're going to mix this until it looks like it doesn't need any more moisture. Now you can see that it's starting to come together, but you'll want to mix it even more than that. Now we need to have 1 egg. Now we add a tablespoon of white vinegar. We're going to fill the cup up with 1 cupful of cold water. So we're going to mix the egg together with the white vinegar in the cold water. Okay, now we're going to pour this whole cupful right into the dough. And as you can see, the dough doesn't look like it even needs any more moisture. But we're going to mix this together, and then we start adding just a tad bit more flour till we get it so that it's a kneading consistency. Now you can see that the dough has thickened up a little bit with the moisture in it and made into a little bit of tacky dough. So I'm going to add a little bit more flour to that just so that we can knead it. Okay, so now I'm going to dump this out. It's a tiny bit moist, but that's okay. We want it a little on the moist side because that makes a much flakier pastry. So the second time that you are actually mixing this, you want to not over mix it. The first time we mix the heck out of it. The second time you only mix it until it is mixed together. And you do have a little bit of it's a little tacky, but that is, like I said, very good. That's what makes a flaky pastry, is when you don't put too much flour. There. Now that's perfect. So we're going to dust the surface with flour so that we can roll out the dough and not have it stick to the counter. Now today I'm going to put it into a pie. So I'm going to just bring it up over and put it in here. So just show you how pliable it is. Now this recipe, as you can see, I'm just taking off a little bit for this pie, but it will make as much for 2 double crust pies or 2 or 3 dozen tarts if you like, so you can use it for either. I'm going to be doing my pie crust here, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to make my edges pinched up before I trim the outside, because I really want to minimize the shrinkage of this pie crust. I'm going to trim the edges off. Now I'm going to make an open-faced pie, so I'm going to prick holes in the bottom of this with the fork, because that's what keeps it so that it also doesn't shrink. It's got to be able to breathe. And I use this nifty little gadget, which I love, and it puts weight in the bottom of the pie shell so that it also helps with keeping it from shrinking back on you. It works wonderfully. And I sometimes just do this because it helps tie it in and give us a little bit extra looks as well. So that's it. We're going to put it into a really hot oven. I say about 425 degrees, and it just goes in there until it starts to turn nice and golden brown. And I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. Now it has to be a really hot oven. It's at 425, so I'm going to put this in. Okay, so now this has been in the oven about 10 minutes, and it looks like it's pretty much perfect. So as you can see, it didn't shrink. And so this is how it is to look when it is done. So about 10 minutes at 425. And that's pie crust that you can use for open-faced pies or for like cream pies. So, but you can use this pie crust for many different pies, like your apple pies or like your closed pies. This dough can also be used for making tarts, of course. Now today I used this baked pie crust to make my butterscotch pie recipe with chocolate hazelnut base. If you want to make this pie, you can watch the next video. I have it posted there. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and have fun baking.